Hi developers, in this video we will see the concept of RxJS operators. So RxJS operators helps to transform, filter, combine or manage the data emitted by an observable, or they control the flow of data in our application. For example, we have creation operators, transformation operators, filtering operators, combination operators, utility operators, multicasting operators, error handling operators. So for creation operators, we have of, from, interval, timer. These are creation operators. Means this helps us to create observable streams. Let's example of operator. It creates an observable from arguments. And from operator, it converts an array, promise or iterable into an observable. Interval operator, it emits value at a set interval. Coming to timer operator, it emits values after a delay. Okay, so in this video we will discuss about creation operators of, from, interval and timer. So let's create a component. Command for component creation is ng-gc rxjs creation operator. This is the component name, RxJS creation operators. Once the component is generated, it contains the 4 files. One is spec.ts files, which is used for testing. One is template file, one is component file, and another one is CSS file that is used for styling. Okay. And we will see the example of all these operators one by one. First one we will discuss of operator, that's used for creating an observable from arguments. Okay. So the component is generated. Let's declare it in the app component. We will add it here, import it here. Let's import it here. RxJS creation operators. Okay, so it is imported successfully. Now take the selector, okay, this is the selector for this component, and add it in the html app.app template file. Okay, template file of app component. Okay, so now let's go to the RxJS creation component file. Okay, and here create a method ng-on-init. Okay, this is the lifecycle hoof when the component is instantiated. Okay, so this method is called. Okay, so we are using of operator of 1, 2, 3. This it will emit values dot subscribe. Okay, then we will do console. Okay, so here we need to import the of from RxJS. Okay, so what it will do, it is helping us to create observable streams. So this of operator creates an observable from arguments. These are the arguments, and it will create an observable from these arguments. So let's check the output. Do npm run start. So it is building the project. So here of operator, what it will do, it will create an observable that emits the provided value in sequence. These are the provided values in the sequence 1, 2 and 3. Okay, will create an observable that emits the prohibited value in sequence and then completes. So it is useful for emitting a fixed set of values. These are the fixed set of values. Okay. Or simply we can write, okay, of 1 2 3 subscribe. This is a subscribe method. It is doing console value. Okay. Or we can do in the another manner also. Let's say const source, okay, is equals to of, this is of operator 1 2 3, okay. This is the sign of observable. Once we declare an observable variable, it is a good practice to use dollar in the end of that variable, okay. So this is the observable. Now we need to subscribe it, okay, subscribe value, okay, console log value, okay. The source dollar is missing here, okay. So it will give the same output as this line, okay. So let's check the output. Go to the browser. So it is giving output as 1 2 and 3, okay. So let's comment this two lines and uncomment this, write 1 2 3 4, okay. Let's check it in the browser. Here we will get 1 2 3 and 4, okay. So this is the example of operator, okay. Now coming to from operator, okay. So from operator, it converts various data structures like arrays, promise, or iterables into an observable, okay. So this is the example for of operator. Now let's see an example of from operator. Let's take const array source is equals to, since this is an observable, it's good practice to use dollar sign, is equals to from 10 20 30, okay. This is the array, okay, because as we have just seen, from operator, it converts various data structures like arrays, promise, or iterables into an observable. So here we can pass a array. So this from, we need to import it from RxJS. Now what we need to do, this is the observable, we need to subscribe it using subscribe method, okay. Now we need to console the values one by one, okay. Now let's check it in the browser, how is the output is coming. So the output is coming as 10 20 30 and 40, okay. The array elements are displayed here. So now from operator we have covered. Now coming to the interval operator, let's comment this code. The interval operator, it creates an observable that emits sequential numbers at a specified interval, okay, and it emits value indefinitely until unsubscribed, okay. So let's declare a variable observable variable cos dollar equals to interval 1000, okay. This means it is in milliseconds, so interval is 1 second, okay. Emits value every 1 second, every 1 second, Okay. So now we need to subscribe the values. Okay. So to subscribe values. Okay. Let's check it. So let's check it in the browser, what the values are coming. There is some okay, 0, 1, 2. So after every 1 second it is providing the values. Okay, you can see 11, 12, 13. Okay, this it is providing values after every 1 second. So what is interval is doing? It is creating an observable that emits sequential numbers at a specified interval. Okay, so now let's come to the timer. This is the example of interval. Now let's see the example of timer. Let's comment this code. Okay, so what timer operator do? It creates an observable that emits after a delay. Okay, and optionally continues emitting at a regular interval. Okay, but the best use case is the timer operator. It creates an observable that emits after a delay. Okay, basically it's similar to set timeout and set interval. Okay, so let's see this with example. Let's comment this. Let's take this code. Uncomment it, and here we will use timer. Let's say 3. Okay, after 3 seconds we need to import it. Okay, now let's go to the browser. So okay, so after 3 seconds it emitted 0. Okay, so this is the example of timer. And also if we want to emit after every 3 seconds, then we need to add 3000, 1000. Okay, what it will do, it emits after 2 seconds, then every 1 second it will emit values. Okay, so first value will come after 3 seconds, then after 1 second it will continue generating the values 0, 1, 2. Okay, so this is the example of timer. So we have discussed creation operators, and in the upcoming videos we will see the rest of the operators.